Have you ever found yourself just staring into the fridge or the pantry and you just feel completely defeated? You know that feeling, right? You're stuck,
But
really stuck in a cooking rut, making the same few things over and over. Maybe it's pasta again or that stir fry you always do. Or maybe like me, you lean on bacon and eggs a bit too much. Or sometimes when even that feels like too much work, you think, oh, let's just get takeout.
Mhm.
Trying something new in the kitchen starts to feel less like fun and more like this, I don't know, intimidating chore. Well, today we're doing a deep dive into exactly that problem, and we're looking at a really interesting solution, actually. It comes from this personal account called AI Has Made Me a Better Cook. It's about someone who went from a super limited menu. We're talking bacon, eggs, potatoes, toast, or maybe steak burritos, tacos,
the
quesadillas.
staples.
Exactly, the staples. And anything else they tried just, well, didn't turn out great.
Mhm. And that's really why we wanted to dive into this one today. Our mission really is to explore how AI, tools like Gemini or ChatGPT, can actually act as a sort of personal cooking coach. It's not just about finding recipes, though. It's deeper. It's about how these tools can change what you cook, sure, but maybe more importantly, how you learn and approach cooking itself, how you experiment. We want to pull out some practical stuff, definitely, but also maybe some surprising ideas for you, the listener, to think about using in your own life, maybe even outside the kitchen.
Okay, yeah, let's get into that transformation because it sounds, well, pretty amazing. This wasn't just someone learning a couple of new tricks. The story suggests a real shift. They went from that very short list of meals to making things consistently well, and not just okay, but like delicious. The source uses words like wondrous and excellent to describe the food, and this change. Apparently, it's down to using these AI chatbots. Think about it going from, say, basic tacos to making these incredible BBQ chicken sandwiches, like really good ones, or fresh salsa that actually tastes fresh,
Yeah.
way better than the jarred stuff.
Oh, yeah. Homemade salsa is a game changer.
Totally. And they talk about getting pan-grilled chicken just right, golden brown, crispy, or this wondrous garlic butter sauce for steak. Sounds amazing.
Garlic butter.
Right. And things like really good fajita bowls, even oven fries that are actually crisp. It wasn't just luck either. The account stresses it was consistent improvement.
Which suggests it's more than just following a recipe step by step, doesn't it? It's like they were actually learning the techniques.
Exactly. Feels like the AI became a partner in building real skill.
And what's really interesting, I think, is how the AI helped make this happen. It wasn't like using a static cookbook, right? The person used it in a couple of different ways, which tells us a lot about how these AI tools work. Sometimes, yeah, they'd have general questions, kind of like a Google search, ideas for dinner, that sort of thing.
Hmm.
But other times, and this seems key, they got really specific, really targeted questions.
Right, like the salsa example you mentioned. That started pretty simple. Homemade salsa, then just recipe, basic stuff.
Yep, straightforward.
But then they'd ask things like, and this is where it gets interesting, how can I incorporate diced onions and garlic into my steak tacos?
See, that's different.
It is. It's not just asking for a recipe, it's asking how to improve something specific, how to add depth, how to solve a problem they're having right then.
And that really shows off what these large language models can do. They're not just searching a database. Tools like Gemini, ChatGPT,
Hmm.
they understand the context, the intent behind your question. So you ask about adding onions and garlic for depth in tacos. The AI isn't just finding recipes with those ingredients. It's thinking about, okay, should they be sautéed, raw, caramelized?
Mhm.
How does that fit with steak? What gives depth? It pulls together knowledge about cooking techniques, flavor pairings, all from the massive amounts of text it's learned from.
So it's tailoring the advice.
Exactly. It becomes this responsive guide. You ask something, it gives you ideas.
Yeah.
Maybe you ask a follow-up. It adapts. It's interactive,
Hmm.
way beyond just a search result list.
And it wasn't just about making tastier food, apparently, which is also really interesting. The source highlights how the AI helped them get more vegetables into their meals.
Yeah. That's a big goal for a lot of people, isn't it?
Totally. We all kind of want to eat more veggies, but sometimes it's hard to make them. Oh, exciting. Or even just figure out the best way to cook them. And the AI gave specific practical tips, like it suggested a better way to prep zucchini before grilling.
Oh, the salting thing. To dry out water.
Yeah, probably, so it doesn't get all soggy. I've definitely had that happen.
Me too. Zucchini can be tricky.
It also gave ideas for using asparagus more, getting beyond just steaming it maybe, and different ways to cook bell peppers so they don't feel boring all the time.
Little things, but they add up.
Right, it helped make vegetables less of an obligation and more something you actually want to eat.
And if you step back a bit, you can see how this connects to a bigger idea.
Mhm.
AI isn't just finding recipes. It's acting like a tool for, well, personal growth almost, helping you hit lifestyle goals.
Like eating healthier.
Exactly. Or learning any new skill, really. It
Hmm.
makes it feel more doable, less scary. It lowers that barrier to trying something new because you've got this expert resource right there, ready to help in a way that makes sense to you.
And it's patient. You can ask it anything.
Precisely. And it doesn't just tell you what, it can explain the why, which helps you actually integrate those healthier choices or new techniques more naturally.
And that leads perfectly into this other really cool aspect, asking why. The person writing this didn't just follow the AI's instructions blindly. They started asking why you do certain things in cooking,
Ah, that's crucial for real learning.
isn't it? How many times do we follow recipe steps without having a clue why they work or why they matter? This person used the AI to understand the reasons behind the techniques. It became a learning tool, not just an instruction manual. Like they specifically asked, why do I need to salt zucchini and let it sit before cooking?
Right, the osmosis explanation, drawing out water.
Exactly. Understanding that makes you more likely to actually do it and do it right next time. It's not just some random rule. Or they asked, why use a cast iron skillet for Italian sausage?
Mm-hmm. Heat retention, searing, the Maillard reaction.
Yeah, stuff I've vaguely wondered about, but never bothered to look up properly. Or maybe I looked it up once and forgot.
But having the explanation right there tied to what you're trying to do, that's different.
It makes the knowledge stick. It turns cooking from just following steps into actually understanding what's happening.
And that is such an important point, I think. The AI isn't just spitting facts back at you. It's helping build a real understanding of, the science and art of cooking.
Yeah, the culinary science bit.
Right. So you move beyond just copying instructions. You start to grasp the principles. When it explains why searing works or how an emulsion forms for a sauce, you're building a foundation.
So you can adapt recipes later, or even invent your own stuff.
Exactly. You start building intuition. You become a more confident, independent cook because you understand the fundamentals, not just the recipe in front of you.
So when you put all this together, what was the overall result for this person? It sounds like it was pretty huge. They actually said, and I'm quoting here, using AI chatbots has transformed my cooking abilities in ways I never would have imagined.
Wow. That's a strong statement.
It really is. It points to something much bigger than just, making better dinners.
Absolutely. It's not just a small improvement. It sounds like a whole new relationship with food and cooking. They went from being stuck, making the same old things, like you said,
Yeah.
or always defaulting to takeout,
Yeah, feeling frustrated or uninspired.
right? To now actively looking forward to finding new recipes, wanting to push the boundaries of their skills. That's a massive shift. They're now seeking out challenges, enjoying the process, being exposed to excellent meals.
It's like it unlocked a passion, maybe.
It certainly sounds like it fostered continuous learning and enjoyment, not just providing answers. A real change in mindset.
Yeah, exactly. It just reinforces this whole idea that these AI tools, especially the conversational ones, are more than just fancy recipe finders. They can be catalysts, right? For learning, for enjoyment, for genuinely broadening your horizons.
In the kitchen, definitely.
Yeah, moving from feeling limited and maybe a bit bored to feeling capable, curious, and, well, eating much better food. So we started off talking about that common problem, didn't we? Being stuck in that cooking rut, same meals, ordering out. And what this personal story shows us is a pretty amazing way out, powered by AI. It took that frustration and turned it into real growth, real understanding, and let's be honest, probably some really delicious food.
This whole conversation makes me think about something broader. What is this specific example using AI for cooking? Tell us about AI's potential as a kind of personal mentor for learning almost anything.
Oh, interesting, like beyond the kitchen.
Yeah. Think about how the AI didn't just give answers. It explained why. That why-driven learning. Where else in your life could that be useful? Learning an instrument, a language, understanding a complex topic for work, or just out of curiosity.
Hmm.
Could you use this kind of adaptable, personalized AI guide to help you learn almost any skill you wanted to pick up or get better at?
That's a really great question to leave everyone with. This deep dive shows AI isn't just about information, it's about empowerment through understanding. So yeah, think about it. Whether it's mastering your kitchen or tackling something else entirely, how could this kind of AI-assisted, curiosity-fueled learning help you push your own boundaries? Definitely something to chew on. Until next time, keep exploring.